This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Pipes versus Wright. You all have been together for 5 years. You have 3 kids together. And Mr. Wright, I understand that you are a rapper, but depending on what happens today, this relationship might get wrapped up. Is that right, Miss Pipes?
Yes, it's going to be a rap, just like his raps, yes.
Right. So you brought this case today. Tell us why.
I brought him here today because I have an intuition, and I've had plenty proof that he's cheating, but he's always said no. So I'm here for accurate answers, basically.
So you're trying to get to the truth.
What I want to do, and I just expecting the ring. We've lived together for 5 years. Ever since I've met him, we have 3 children. I want more, so I want to know. This will let me know where I'm finna go from now.
All right.
Well, Mr. Wright, it sounds like she wants to know if you are Mr. Wright.
Okay.
You know, she's put in all this time in this relationship, and she's waiting. And on top of all that, she thinks you're cheating on her. What do you have to say about that?
No, it's like, it ain't doing no cheating or nothing. I do a lot of rap videos. I be around like the music industry, so like females be around though. And I mean, it ain't nothing like this. She ain't never caught me red-handed.
I have caught you.
She has.
Yeah,
she
like
said,
caught me.
Yes,
like,
Judge.
So, all right, so you're saying she's never caught you red-handed?
I can tell you a couple of things.
All right, tell me what you've seen.
Exhibit A. I'm on his Facebook, right? You know how you can see like a girl that's constantly liking the same different pictures, but it's the same girl.
Right.
So she's loving different pictures. Okay, so I click on the girl's page. I'm like, let me see who she is. Click on her page. I'm doing a little scrolling, and during the scrolling, I see a picture of a Caucasian female standing in a mirror. Smoking. It looks like she has on panties and bras, and there's a bed behind the picture, and there's my man right there on the bed. And the caption says, "Sorry if this is your man," with emojis, licking out tongues. What is going on? I called him.
Wait a minute. You're clicking through. You go to her page, and it's a picture of him on her bed.
My man.
How you explain being on her bed?
Somebody else's bed.
I was out there with one of
my bed.
this one of my partner's sisters. I was out there with them.
That's his partner's sister.
Yeah, like they was out there swimming or whatever. Like there were plenty of people over there. Everybody was chilling, just chilling, vibing. I was left in the room. Everybody walked out. I was looking in my. Actually, she took the picture while I was looking in my phone. Like I was looking in my phone and she took the picture. Like took a picture in the mirror herself. I was just in the background.
You're saying to me everybody was swimming.
Yeah.
Is the bed in the pool?
I mean, they were changing their clothes like.
And so the first thing you do.
I didn't swim. Like I still had my clothes on. I didn't swim at all. I was too fresh with it.
Oh, okay. But the first thing you do when you get back from swimming is go to the bedroom.
Yeah.
All right.
Even though you didn't have clothes to change.
I don't see no friend guys.
They was in there. They walked out.
Panties, bra, looking in the mirror and said, if that's my man, oh well. And he on the bed. And I'm like, what, that looks like a sex scene to me. It look like something, what are you doing? I don't see no guy friends. Why are you in the room closed in with her sitting on the bed anyway?
So, Ms. Pipes, what other warning signs have you seen?
Oh, you want to hear another one? Okay, so, excuse me, but we were having sexual intercourse. Okay, I connected my phone, I'm the feds. I connect his Instagram, his Facebook, his whatever he got to my phone. So any notification he get, I get. So his phone starts ringing, and I'm like, who's calling? So I already know, I'm just looking at my phone. It's a female the whole time. This early morning now,
You're looking at your phone while you're having sex?
Because he picked his phone, the lady kept calling, whoever it was that was constantly calling. So he was like, I'm like, get the phone, who is it? So he was like, it ain't nobody. So I picked my phone up while he was picking his up and just peeped at it. And I seen it was a female.
Okay, I'm not trying to get personal. What kind of sex are y'all having? When y'all answering phones?
No, if somebody's calling his phone constantly, I stopped. I told him to answer his phone. I wanted to know because I already knew he was cheating anyway. So first thing when the phone rang, I want to look at it. I want to know who it was.
Cutler?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I got nothing.
We got 3 kids now.
Yeah. The phone ain't slowing much down over there.
Probably not. Maybe that's some new thing.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, okay, so You're having sex, the phone rings you, he says there's nobody, you see it's a female.
Yes.
What's next?
Okay, so I just put the phone down, we finished, boom. He got up, he's like, I'm finna get ready to go to work. So, okay, he finna go to work. I clicked back in the message, he done called the girl after he done left out my door. I said, okay, I called her back. I said, I don't mean no harm, just trying to see what you coming to call her for. Well, ask your man, because we just had sex. I said, oh.
Wait a minute. Mr. Wright, did you have sex with this young lady?
There ain't no proof that I had sex with her.
I didn't ask you.
Hold on, Miss Pipes, hold on.
Oh, geez, we getting ready.
Well, I didn't ask you about proof. I asked you, did you?
No, I ain't have sex with her.
All right,
What did you have
don't
with
play
her?
games with me.
No, I was just texting her like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, I just was carrying along the conversation. You know, she just was blowing my
But you didn't
phone
say
up.
that at first.
Hold on, Miss Pipes. So, as soon as you got out the door, you probably couldn't even get in the car until you were calling her.
Had to call her.
Why?
But really, she was hitting me up because I knew what song was it, but she was trying to get really. Like, that's the only thing that was. Like, it wasn't nothing like that, though.
About a month ago, he did a new video along with another family member he has. I'm very cool with the family member he has, so she told me about the girl that was in the video. So she told me the female's name, and one day we were sitting in the house, and it happened, she was calling his phone, and the name popped up. So I'm reaching for the phone, and he reaching for it too. I'm like, what you doing? And we wrestling for the phone. I said, what we wrestling for the phone now for? What is this going on? You gotta wrestle with me over a phone because you don't want me to answer it because it's a female call? No, she just did the video. She's just calling and see the video. They have the video dropping. This is that. Okay. So I went in his phone again. He was asleep. I put his thumb on the fingerprint, unlocked it. And I added mine on there too. On there too. You know, you gonna sleep, you think you slick, I'm just gonna put your thumb on there too. You know, make sure he sleep good, tap him real good. He don't wake up, just put his thumb. Yeah, so I added mine too. And so he was like, how you be getting in my phone? So I got his phone, I left and went across the street, looked at it. She had just called him and texted him and said, call me when you wake up. Okay, so I came back to the house. Another day, put my fingerprint on the phone. So basically, the girl blocked him. He made a text out just so he could call her. Calling her, I'll do anything for you, and let's just talk, and let's just.
All right, Mr. Wright.
And this is a female that's embarrassing and shameful.
Mr. Wright. This woman was in your video.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Should that have been the end of the contact with her? You shoot the video, you're done.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, Your Honor. I was texting her now and then, like giving her a good conversation, because you know, conversation rule the nation. You know.
Why would you give her a conversation?
All right,
let me tell you what happened.
Wait. But here's what I want to know. After she blocked you, why did you go get an extra app so that you could continue to contact her?
Shit to let her, shit to trying to talk to her, like I be trying to get my point across with certain people, like, you know what I'm saying? But,
no, I don't know what you're saying. Because you in a relationship with this beautiful young lady, got 3 kids with her. All the energy you spending on Miss Video, you could be spending on Miss Woman with you having your kid. I don't understand. No, I don't.
She got mad because I wasn't picking up my phone.
They love each other that much already. Going back and forth, blocking each other. Let me tell you what happened. He got mad because I kept bringing her up and go say, well, she talked to me more and she don't nag and I get her pregnant.
You got her pregnant? He said he got her pregnant.
That's what he told me out his mouth.
Did you say you were going to get her pregnant or had gotten her pregnant?
I will. I'm going to. Like I just said that out of anger just to make her mad so she'll leave me alone, quit calling me names and stuff.
Oh!
Did she leave you alone?
Yeah, what? She stopped after that.
Yeah,
really?
And I had to tell her, she took that bag, and I would tell her, I ain't got that girl pregnant for real, and nothing. You don't believe nothing like that. And she even called the girl, they got the arguing and everything.
You know what?
Wait.
No, it worked. It worked. You know why it worked? Because they standing right here in front of us with her accusing him of cheating. So his plan worked.
Well, I was going to say,
because I want to get answers. Ain't no plan worked.
What I was going to say is, because Ms. Pike, you believe your boyfriend is being unfaithful, we went to a friend of the court who knows about the entertainment industry to bring him in and give us some expert advice. Okay. I am happy to bring in rapper and reality TV star Yung Joc to share about how to do these things and to do them the right way. Ron, would you escort Yung Joc in?
Yes, sir.
fine, thank you. How about yourself?
We're good. Have a seat.
All right.
Yeah, glad to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Have you experienced any instances or circumstances where, involvement with other women have jeopardized a relationship?
Only because this is court, I know this is not a trick question. I would definitely have to say yes. I have been in situations that definitely created a lot of turmoil and havoc in my relationships. So some of the mistakes I made then, I definitely know not to make now.
So is it safe to say that in your industry, there's a lot of temptation? And that's an understatement. So if there's all this temptation, what do you have to do as a person out there in that game to protect yourself or protect your relationships?
Now, it sounded as if he was trying to protect one situation more than he's trying to protect this situation. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be very, blatant and honest. If you're not willing to protect this now, while you have nothing, you can only imagine what's gonna happen when you have, quote unquote, everything at your disposal. You're not gonna care about it no more. Because if you don't care about it now, why you don't got nothing? Once you get everything else, it's almost like it can be replaced if you're not willing to fight for it now. So I definitely think you should.
That was perfect advice. Perfect advice.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Color, here's what we got. Ms. Pipes believes that Mr. Wright is sleeping with video girls. A woman told her that she was having sex with Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright said he got another woman pregnant. And because of this and all these other things, she said it's a rap if this rapper is out there rapping with other folk. She's done.
And he claims he's not doing anything. It's just part of being a rapper. He's out there. He was trying to build his fan base, and nothing's going on.
Right.
So you got two sides to the story. We need to figure out which side is accurate. And so to do that, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shull into the court. Mr. Shull, how are you today?
I'm great, Your Honor. How are you?
Doing fine, thank you. Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I spent 30 years in Washington, D.C., working for the FBI. I ended up as chief of their entire FBI's polygraph program. And so as a result, I've done probably thousands and thousands of polygraph tests.
And you conducted a polygraph examination on Mr. Wright, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
You asked Mr. Wright, since the start of your relationship with Ms. Pipes, have you had sexual intercourse with a woman who was calling you on Facebook? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
No funeral?
Ms. Pipes, I saw you rubbing your hands together waiting for that answer.
That was getting a little sweaty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're nervous.
Yeah. Okay. You need to be nervous.
Right. You asked Mr. Wright, since the start of your relationship with Ms. Pipes, have you had sexual intercourse with a video girl? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Any girl? Was it any or video girls?
Video.
They talking about who you talking about. I ain't do nothing
It
with
said video girl, that question.
Okay. Because he told me this morning that he had sex with someone, and that's why I don't understand how he passed it. That's why I meant, was he talking about any female?
What did you admit to her?
I mean, it's old, like years ago. I just admitted to her, like I had sexual intercourse with someone, like years ago.
Well, I don't know if you're satisfied.
But honestly, we was split up. I wasn't even at the house for like almost 2 to 3 weeks. You remember, I was gone for a long period of time. We got in a big argument, and just to be honest,
Because you cheated.
I just want to make this work, Jessica, because we got kids together. I'm providing. I do everything I can for us. You just be bipolar sometimes, and it make me do certain things,
All right, Ms. Pipes. The bottom line is, the polygraph examination showed that he was not being deceptive, that he was not cheating with the people that you identified. And so now that you have this information, what are you going to do with this relationship?
I'm going to use the information he gave me this morning.
Uh-huh. And that means
And you're
you're
going to use
done?
it how?
Yeah,
You're done.
yeah.
You all have been together for 8 years. You have 2 children together. And Mr. Bright, you've admitted to cheating in the past earlier in your relationship. But Ms. Thomas, you think that might still be going on now. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, you've opened this case. Tell us what's at stake here today.
Well, my whole life is at stake. I love James. I'm really here to try to work on our relationship, build it back together if any way possible. But if he's still been cheating on me after I took him back the first time, he's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to move out.
Yeah, fool you once, shame on you. Fool you once, shame on
You?
How's it go?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That.
You don't want to be shamed.
And I'm not gonna be shamed again. Never
All right.
that.
Mr. Bright, you've heard what's at stake. You've admitted to cheating in the past.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you changed?
Yes, sir. I changed my whole life around for this woman because I do want to be with her. And I hope to marry her one day. We just have to get our trust issues and other factors that we have in our relationship back together so we can move on past this.
And that's why you're here today.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
But I know you've seen something.
I've seen a lot.
What was it? Okay, I've seen a lot. Okay, so what made you think, okay, something's going on?
There's a lot of different reasons why I feel like things are going on. Sometimes he stays out to 2, 3 in the morning. Sometimes even days he's been gone. When he says he's at one place, I always find out he's at another. Sometimes he's gone for multiple hours in my vehicle, mind you, and things are just not adding up at all.
So yeah, those are like the kind of the classics, Mr.
Yeah.
Cutler. Particularly the one, I'm here, and you find out he wasn't there at all. So if he wasn't where he said he was gonna be, where is he
are
and
you?
who is he with, more importantly?
Exactly.
Tell us about these warning signs that you're seeing. I mean, what warning signs, what made you say, okay, something's going on here?
Well, one thing, he's not as affectionate as he was before. We don't sleep in the bed together
I
at
wonder
all.
why.
He sleeps
I
on the
wonder
bed,
why.
on the couch. I sleep in the bed. So
How long have you all been living like this?
the last 4 or 5 months.
It's been a while. It's been a while, Your Honor. It has been a while.
So 4 to 5 months. So does that mean that there has been no sex for the last 4 to 5 months?
There hasn't.
I said, that's a shame in life.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel? I mean, you're in that same house, but you're apart
Yeah,
from.
exactly. I feel, for lack of better words, Your Honor, kind of less of a man. She looks right through me, you know, and I want her to, she doesn't show me any affection. So I think I choose to do the same thing. I'm tired of trying, so I gave up on it.
So this is a situation where both of you have dug in hard.
Right.
And y'all got to figure out how to tunnel toward each other instead of away from each other.
Can't get out of the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ms. Thomas, what other warning signs have you seen that make your antenna go off?
Well, James donates plasma on a regular. It only takes 45 minutes to do the whole donation process. And sometimes when he goes to do it, he's gone for 4 or 5 hours at a time.
You know better. 4 or 5 hours.
And then in one circumstance, when he was gone for all them hours in my car, I found an earring. So that makes me think he had somebody in my car. I know he did. And then when I try to take him, he always comes up with excuses on why I shouldn't wait at the plasma center. Why do you want me to leave the plasma center all the time, James?
Trying to get away from you. It's just hard for me to have the feeling of want to come right back to her now. You know, it's kind of like we want to stay away from each other now.
Yeah, because the real question is, are you donating more than plasma?
No.
I definitely think he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
That's the real question. But I mean, and again, he's saying he's gone for this extended period of time because he doesn't want to be around her.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bad sign in and of itself.
It is.
And is it because that she's constantly accusing you of cheating?
Well, that has something to do with it. Well, kind of a lot to do with it. But also, when we're talking about the lack of affection, the feelings are just starting to go astray, and we get to the point where we really don't want to be around each other. You know.
I understand. Ms. Thomas, any other warning signs that kind of set your antennas off?
The biggest thing is 2 years ago, I was giving birth to our son. I had a pregnancy complication called placenta previa. I had to be in the hospital 45 days before I gave birth to our son.
So you were on bed rest?
I was on bed rest in the hospital. He was in charge of the household and the kids, Your Honor. That didn't go over too well. He didn't come and see me, first off, in the hospital for the 45 days. 45 days. And
you having his baby. I just want to make sure you having
his baby. He claims because he had to take care of the other kids in the household, that's why he wasn't able to make it. And then on top of that, a friend called me up and was like, girl, you better check out social media. So I get on social media and there's a girl's picture on there, mutual friends of ours. He's like, girl, you look sexy. You can come over to the house. I have it all to myself. Of course he denies. Of course he denies everything.
You know better than that.
This is actually what you saw on the social media post.
While I'm laying in the hospital bed.
Okay.
That's far from the truth, yo.
All right, let's just work through this. 45 days, did you go see her?
No.
Why?
Well, she failed to say that I don't drive. I don't own a vehicle. Plus, I'm there with all the 3 kids. So, with me not being, she was in a whole nother city having a baby. So that transportation was rough for me because I don't drive. So I stayed home with the kids like I was supposed to. Now I got family and a support system that went and checked on her for me, I guess you could say. And
but you're supposed to go check on her. She's in the hospital after having your baby.
I understand that.
You find a way. There are ride-sharing services. There are different ways to get there if you really want to get there.
And I can say I probably fouled up on that, but
no, you're not probably. You did.
I did. Well, I did.
The hospital's 30 minutes away, mind you. 30 minutes away.
Then this whole piece about the social media.
Right, which is, I don't know what she's talking about. Now, what I am guilty of is I did invite a few of the fellas over. I did do that.
A few of the fellas?
Yeah, but as far as me inviting
Did the fellas bring anybody with them?
No.
Of the female persuasion?
No, there was no females at the house.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, I just want to be clear about this. This posting was from him. How did you feel when you saw that?
Betrayed, hurt. I had a complication. We could have died. I had to have a blood transfusion, a hysterectomy. We could have died in this situation.
It was a real thing.
It was. And you know what? It made me feel so down when I got out the hospital. I didn't even let him see his son. I packed up my truck and moved to Tennessee with my mother.
But that's wrong. My son wasn't even a month old.
Yeah, no. Let's be clear.
He should have came to the hospital and
there you go.
Wanted him.
There you go.
So you got him posting things online saying, I got the house myself, come on over. You're saying nobody's coming over but the fellas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Well, we wanted to find out exactly what was going on. So we contacted a neighbor to let us know exactly what's going on at your house. And we have that neighbor here today. Ron, would you escort the witness in, please?
Yes, sir.
Sir, we'll go right up to the witness stand.
How y'all doing today, Your Honor, judges?
How are you?
Excellent.
Good day, how are you?
Have a seat,
please.
I'm Michael.
State your name for the court record.
Michael Dwayne Harvey.
How are you, Mr. Harvey?
Excellent. How are you all, ma'am?
We're good. We're good.
You can't wait, can you?
Shut up. You already know your trouble.
You're a neighbor of...
friend. Sorry, don't mean to cut y'all off, but yes, ma'am.
So you know them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you've had a chance to kind of see what's going on at their house.
At their house, standing beside the door listening while they argue. Yeah.
See, now, who do that?
So here's my question. Do you think that Mr. Wright is cheating?
Oh, no, ma'am, I know he's cheating.
You know he's cheating?
Yes, sir.
That boy crazy.
So what have you seen going on?
Oh, he's over there knocking on different people's doors.
Well, what do you mean? You mean women's doors?
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't exclude that.
About?
Women's doors. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's not going to
go. Walking down, knocking on women's doors, huh?
He don't just go to the fellas. Oh, you got all that planned out. He go to the fellas' doors to go hang out till the female is ready for him to come over because she live right there. You know what I'm saying? We all right there.
So is it a particular female that he's going to see or is it just multiple in the community?
Multiple. I'm surprised he could count to 10. He got so many.
And he's going to the back door, not the front door.
He go to the back door of somebody else's house. A girl will come out the front door of his.
And she's not there when this is going on.
One time she was there sleeping. Oh. Yeah. The last party we had, and we were all outside till about 5 or 6 in the morning, somebody came out the house with him.
What?
Why somebody coming out the house with you that early in the morning?
Boy, you done lost your mind, man.
All
right.
On this one.
All right,
All right, thank you, Mr. Harvey.
Thank you very much.
You're all very welcome.
You see what people
You
do
can
for a
step
little
down,
frame?
please.
Thank you, sir.
Ron, would you escort him out? Thank you.
Mr. Bright,
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
you've heard the evidence that we've heard.
Yes.
Is it still your contention that you are not cheating?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is still your testimony
Yes, Your
today
Honor.
to this court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Except for the one time you've admitted to, you have not done anything else with anybody else other than Ms. Thomas.
Exactly. And barely was doing that.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
To further investigate this matter, this court would like to call former military interrogator Lena Cisco and forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is he cheating?
Okay.
Ron, please escort our expert team.
How are you?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. How are you?
Good, good, good. Good to see both of you.
Thank you.
And Ms. Cisco, you performed an interrogation on Mr. Bright, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and Mr. Wolf, you performed a forensic voice analysis on Mr. Bright, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what were your findings, Ms. Cisco, as it pertains to Mr. Bright inviting women over while his girlfriend was in the hospital giving birth?
So he did admit to me during that time when she wasn't home that he put a call out to his guy friends on Facebook saying, hey, I'm home alone, come on over. He did not say that he invited females, and I saw no signs of deception. So I think he's being truthful in that.
All right. And Mr. Wolf, let's take a look at your question.
Sure.
When your girlfriend Amanda was in the hospital about to give birth and caught you posting messages on social media inviting women to the house, did you have sexual intercourse with any of those women that day?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being truthful, also, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. You standing there like I told you.
I ain't got nothing to say.
All right, yeah. And you're smiling.
That brought the spice back right there.
But we do have one more question, so let's take a look.
Okay.
Ms. Cisco, what were your findings as it pertains to Mr. Bright having sex with other women?
When I asked him how he would feel if the voice analysis came back showing him deceptive with regards to that, specifically having sex with other females, his response to me was, that's okay because I don't believe in those things. So truthful people typically believe in the technology and the results of the tests. Liars typically try to set up an excuse because they know they're going to fail and will respond with exactly those words. So I believe that there's more to the story and that he is being deceptive.
All right, Mr. Wolf, you asked the question. Let's take a look at it.
Other than what we've discussed, during your 8-year relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your girlfriend, Amanda?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Also, Your Honor, prior to answering this question, Mr. Bright admitted to being with only 2 other women, yet the voice analysis determined that he was still being deceptive.
I know about one. He has admitted to one in the past.
Right.
This is years ago, before we
Right.
were deep into our relationship. I didn't know about a second woman.
Okay, here's the thing. On behalf of women everywhere, unless you've lost the best part of your mind, your man, your husband, your boyfriend tells you, look, I slept with another woman. That's not something, now you might forgive him, but you ain't never gonna forget.
But,
You ain't never gonna forget.
but Your Honor, can I speak? Can I please say something?
Please.
On my behalf of this whole argument. Now, she's failing to tell you that she has cheated on me as well.
Okay, we ain't talking about her. We ain't talking about her. We're talking about you.
I understand.
I would not stay with him after I took him back and he fooled me again. There's no way that I knew about any other women.
I took you back.
So, Ms. Thomas, now that you know that he's been cheating with multiple women, what do you want to do with your relationship?
I'm gone. He can pack it up, his stuff will be packed, and he can go back to Illinois where we came from.
You all have been together for about 7 years, and Ms. Witt, you have petitioned this court for a polygraph examination. Tell us why you're here.
Your Honor, I'm here because I believe he's cheating on me with my coworker. Yes, and I'm devastated. I'm really just sad. I'm upset. I'm angry. I'm hurt.
And if you find out he's cheating?
Knocking him to the curb, that's for sure.
Mr. Tooma, what do you have to prove today?
I'm here to prove my innocence, and I mean, I try and convince her every day I love her. I'm not perfect, but I've never done anything that I can't, you know, be proud to admit here, so that's why I'm here, but...
I can tell just the way you said that you got something going on inside you. Tell me how you feel about this situation.
I mean, he denies everything that I bring up, whether I find something in his phone, social media. I always see him talking to different girls, and he'll just say, oh, they're friends, it's not a big deal. It's disrespectful. We've been together for 7 years. I want to grow with him.
Yeah, you got some time in.
Yes, exactly.
But if you've had this much time in, it had to be a period where you didn't have these suspicions. Tell me what it was like when you all were enjoying each other and enjoying your relationship.
Well, we met back our sophomore year of high school, and it was the best moment of my life. We were next to each other, got side each other in class, didn't even know each other. He would always use a cheesy pickup line, or we liked the same music, you know, so we kind of just, everything that we liked that was the same, we kind of just, you know.
Do you remember the cheesy line that got you?
Kind of, yes. I think I remember as him saying something, do you know how much a polar bear weighs, or something like that? And he's like, enough to break the ice, and he's like, hi, I'm Johnny Tooma. And I was like,
oh, that,
wow!
Now that's a good one. That's a good one. That's the most creative one I've seen.
And it worked. It worked. It honestly worked.
I think you said something about stars in my eyes or something cheesy like that. I can't quite remember.
Whatever it was, it worked. Yeah.
Okay. Any hoot.
Whatever it was for them, it worked.
Right.
You were happy?
Very happy, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what it was that made you bring out that much cheese.
I saw her and I just was like immediately struck by her beauty. Felt like I had to say something, so I just decided to just say what I thought would make her smile, and even if she thought it was cheesy, I was just gonna say it, you know?
Right.
And that's why I fell for her even harder, is because I could tell she's like, man, this guy's an idiot, and that's exactly what I wanted from that. I was like, I want her to see that this is just, you know, me messing around. It's just what I would do for a girl I really cared about, you know? She really gave me butterflies in my stomach and just... Sappy, I'm sorry.
I love it. I love it. So was he all in the beginning?
Yes, Your Honor, he was. And there was actually this incident. We do this usually every time we go out. We go to like our favorite restaurant, and he'll literally take the straw, like the paper straw off of the thing, and he'll like wrap it around my finger and say, one day this will be a big diamond ring and I'll give you everything you want.
I like what he does with the straws.
Better than what I do?
Yes.
No, mine is classic.
No, he takes the straw, and you know how you take the paper off and scoot it down and go,
yeah.
And he blows it across the table. I mean, he hits me in the shoulder, and I'm like, dude, what is that? And then I'll do the same because I'm mature that way. And it really isn't a good look, because you can make me
It's a sign of affection.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, look, I'm only blowing my straw at you.
His bad behavior. Do not encourage his bad behavior.
All right. So yeah. So the ring around the finger thing, I like that. That's.
Okay, but here's the thing. What went wrong? We went for paper rings, cheesy jokes.
So basically, a couple of years ago, what happened was he cheated on me with my best friend's girlfriend.
Let me make sure it's clear. Your best friend is a guy.
Yes.
And
yes,
this guy's girlfriend is who Mr. Tooma was with.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm with my best friend, and we're out, and I asked him, I said, I really want to know what's going on. You know, I'm worried. I want to know if they had sex, if anything has happened. I've seen messages. And he said that he was over at his girlfriend's house the other night and saw messages that they were texting and talking basically about coming over and hanging out. And he said, I saw pictures, Brittany. I didn't believe him. I needed proof. So I said, you know, I'm gonna take it upon myself and I will text her. So I texted her and she literally, woman to woman, was just like, Brittany, I'm sorry, but I slept with him. And she sent a picture of her sitting in the bed with him in the front where I sit exactly all the time.
I'll be the first to say that that wasn't who I am today, and that's what I've been trying. That's why I'm here. I want to make that right, and I've been trying to make it right since then. I felt like such a terrible person, and I saw her cry when she found out everything, and it was just so hard to mend that relationship back together, you know? I want that trust that we had before all that took place.
But Ms. Witt, he said he can't, you know, you are going through that. You've gotten to the other side of it. Why do you think he's cheating now?
Because it's just the same things. He's always very sketchy and
I need some specifics. Tell me what kind of sketchy things
So there
you're
was
seeing.
an incident that happened. I set up a fake texting number, so to act like another girl. It was a girl that we knew in high school, and I can actually show you.
Okay, would you step to the monitor, please?
So I was able to make this app and act as if I was her, and I have the messages to show too.
So you catfished your boyfriend?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead and tell me what you got.
So basically I just, you know, hit him up as if I was her and, you know, asking like, how are you, cutie? And he started replying, and I was in the other bedroom. He was in the other room, and I'm doing this, he has no idea. And
hold on, before you go on, yeah.
He says,
my girl works all day tomorrow, so that works for me. Now you write him as this other woman and say, can't wait to look into your eyes and kiss you. And his response is, my girl works all day tomorrow, so that works for me.
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately. So I did that, went up to him, and he ended up just saying, you know, oh, I would have never done that. I knew that it was you the entire time.
I did.
No,
I
he
did.
didn't, Your Honor. No.
Let me let you go back to the podium.
Your Honor, if I may, I did know that that was her. I'm not stupid. She thinks she's the FBI, but she's not.
If you knew it was her, why not hit her back with something like, that's a lovely invitation, but I would never do that because I'm so in love and so faithful to my girlfriend that I could not possibly even think of anything like that. Why not come back with something like that?
Or I know it's you, boo. Psych. And why would you even do that?
Because I wanted to see how far she was willing to take it. I wanted to see.
Well, now you see, because y'all sitting here.
Yeah.
Y'all standing in front of me.
All right, Ms. Witt, you brought this suit because you felt that he was cheating with your coworker.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why do you think he's cheating with your coworker?
Well, she just moved to Florida, where we live. Her and Johnny would kind of always be really close and, you know, I always thought I didn't want to think there was something there. I didn't want to be the jealous type or feel insecure because we've gone through so many things. I wanted to try to give it, you know, a try. So basically what happened is I was out one day running errands, and I come home, and the house smells like profusely, a ton of perfume. There's contacts and a solution for the contacts sitting on the counter. So I start freaking out. I don't wear contacts. So I walk out, go to the bathroom, or go to the bedroom to go see him and see what's going on. And he starts denying and yelling at me, saying, oh, it's just probably one of your crazy girlfriends that left that behind. And we didn't even have anyone over for like the past 2 weeks, you know? I don't really even have anyone over that much.
Okay, why would you think it was your coworker's contacts? I mean, you come in and you see them, why would you presume that they were hers?
Well, she texted him. She needed to he told me that she came over to pick up her work clothes that she left.
Okay.
And I didn't want to admit it at first that she had came over because I know how she is, and I know that she would have assumed the worst and said, oh, you had this girl over. I don't care if she came over to pick up her work outfit. You guys were probably doing stuff together. So my look at it was just act like it never even happened. And when she left the contact,
you should have been truthful.
Okay. Well, all right. So what is your relationship like with this coworker?
At first, it was just really casual. She introduced me to her, and I just tried to be nice, and she had no friends in the area. She gradually got kind of like closer with me, and I could tell that Brittany wasn't very comfortable with it. And that's why, like I said, I didn't really want to bring it up to Brittany because I knew how she would react if she had found out that she came over.
Well, you know, we have his story, her story, and the coworker story. Ron, I think we need to hear from the coworker. Would you bring her in?
Yes, Shauna. Talk to the witness stand, please.
Hello, Your Honor.
How are you? Good day, how are you?
I'm doing good. Good.
All right. Would you state your name, please, for the court?
Tiara Bezdek.
Okay. And you are the co-worker in question?
Yes.
Okay. You work with Miss Witt?
Yes, I do.
We just heard testimony about contacts being left at their home along with work clothes. Were those yours?
Yes, they were.
Okay. Why were your contacts and your work clothes left at their home?
Well, a couple weeks ago, I had left my work uniform over there after we went out. Like, we would go to work, and then we would go to the club after, like, we all go out together. So I left my uniform over there. One day I was doing laundry, and I was like, I should probably go over and grab it. I wasn't there too long, you know, cooled off a little bit. I played with the dog, and I used the bathroom to take my contacts out. So I had left them over there in the bathroom. But I didn't realize till I got back home, which was later. So I texted him again. I didn't know if she would be off work yet. And Why couldn't you text me?
Why do you have to text my boyfriend? Hold on. Well, I mean, no. Address the court.
Simple as that.
Now, as a woman, how would you feel about your coworker, female coworker, coming over to your home?
Well, honestly, I just feel like that's their own trust issues. I don't feel like that the blame should get put on me as if I were doing something wrong, because I didn't do anything wrong. And maybe she has a reason to feel insecure about other women coming around him, but that's not my problem. I still had to get done what I needed to do on my own schedule, on my own time. So if it fit my schedule to go by the house and grab my things and she was at work, I mean... And to freshen yourself up.
But you did more than just grab your things. You went there, you went in the bathroom, you freshened yourself up. You
play with the dog?
Yeah, I mean...
And I don't know when you say play with the dog, I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's a dog or...
Well, I mean, at least I didn't play with her man, so...
Let me just give you a tip, because the next lady may not be like she is. Do not, for your safety, it ain't even about them, do that. Yeah. And if you are gonna do that, you better let her know, hey, just checking in, need to pick up my whatever.
Right.
Is it okay if I drop by your house? That's respectful and courteous.
All right, so Miss Witt, you're not buying any of this.
No, Your Honor.
I understand.
You're not buying it one bit.
Not one bit.
You believe he's cheating on you with your coworker. You claim you're not. We need to get to the bottom of this. And to get to the bottom of this, the court has ordered a polygraph examination of Mr. Tooma. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Mr. Patrick Coffey. Ron, please escort him in.
Yes, Sean.
Mr. Coffey, how are you today?
I'm doing great, sir. And you?
We're doing well, thank you. You conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Tooma, is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
Mr. Tooma was asked, have you had sexual intercourse with Ms. Witt's coworker, Ms. Bezdek? What was his response to that question?
His response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The polygraph actually determined that he was being truthful.